Down the in-game audio so I can hear myself better. So, how is everybody doing? There's 0 people watching. So, this is a new series I'm definitely gonna start doing and start recording. I was gonna be like more serious about it, do storylines and stuff, but I felt I wasn't really comfortable with that. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna record streams of the new universe mode. I will record it in universe mode. Try to make it fun. So this is just the zero stream to get like attire set up, crown champions, all of that. So first thing we're gonna do, start getting rid of some of these shows. So yeah, all the stuff in here is made by me. This is a new variation of WCW under the ESPN Plus banner, which should be dope to watch for people who are interested. So right now I'm gonna get my championships set up real quick. So all stuff like pretty much everything is made and created by me, besides like for a few attires and of course custom superstars, but like custom gimmicks and stuff they're done by me. But like championships, of course, they're done by Simon Wolf, one half of Cacho Mania. Dude does dope stuff. So I'm just gonna put a filler guy right now as our champion because we're gonna do the tournament in the stream, but right now we're just getting everything set up. I'm gonna let the CPU decide the champions. I'm most definitely gonna play some matches to kind of, have an influence on the storylines. Because 2K can be kind of random with storylines. They can have people who you're fighting who shouldn't be. So, yeah. Trying to find stuff to talk about to make this more interesting to watch. But definitely this universe mode is gonna be a mixture of AEW, NXT, and just TNA. That's most of the roster is built up of those guys, and some WWE guys who aren't necessarily utilized the best. So we're just gonna put our champions. Right now these champions have no these are just filler guys, so I have my belt set up and roster. I have an official spreadsheet that I'll leave in the description after the stream for anybody who wants to see like the rosters and check out who's in what divisions. That's kind of how I'm gonna set it up. Divisions. There's an extra title that isn't gonna be used in this universe mode. Of course, is the television championship, just because the roster is huge, but there's not enough guys, I think, specifically who could fit into that television title division. So anyways, let's go ahead and go for this cruiserweight title right here. The cruiserweight belt we're gonna crown on a different show. The Eddie Guerrero Cruiserweight Invitational. So here we go. We're just gonna get our champions in here. What other belt do I need? The Hardcore United States Cruiserweight. I need the tag titles. Hold on, I'll be right back. Raymond. I'm coming. mixture of AEW and Alright, boys, we're back. My bad about that. We get back to signing champions. These aren't the official champions. Stated before. These are just guys that kind of placeholders. So those are the belts right there. We got the WCW Big Gold. I might edit that United States title to make the strap blacker, darker, or change the material or something. Because I kind of hate how flat it looks. So this should be interesting. We're going with 6 matches. I'm gonna start removing people in my roster together. The thing I like to do is make sure I just kind of take everybody out, even if they're on my roster, just to make sure I have it right. So like the 2 shows I got planned are Thunder and Nitro. So like in the future, streams are just gonna be Nitro and Thunder. Just episodes of that, and I'm just gonna commentate over it. Kind of chill, like it's not gonna be something where I gotta get storylines going. It's gonna be more fourth wall breaking, you know. This is less, something less structured than other episodes of Universe Mode I've done before, trying to commentate over it, because I come off as really cringy, and I don't want that for my Universe Mode if I'm gonna do one. But here's the thing. So nobody's watching this right now, I know that. But in the future, hopefully I have some people to come around with chaos, mess with your boy. I'm gonna try to play every match on every card, just to keep the stuff interesting, keep stuff fresh, and so shows aren't just me skipping over stuff I don't like. I definitely might edit some cards to improve them. Okay, so everybody's deleted. I'm gonna go ahead and do our rosters right here. I got a roster sheet pulled up in front of me. Let's go ahead and look at it. So I'm gonna assign wrestlers by division right now. So like with the roster I tried to set up something I think WCW were to come back at a certain time. I would think like it would be like time before AEW. So guys like Cody Jericho would be in. Instead of going to AEW, they probably join a new variation of WCW. It's got some good backing behind it. That's got a lot of people want to see. Some people who are retired. It's relatively there's custom guys. See Kurt Hennig Jr. there. We're gonna assign him later. I just got a bunch of stuff. I just kind of want to show off the stuff I've been doing, because I did like this. If you know me from Reddit, I've done like this huge project where I've taken WCW and rebranded it, kind of put my own spin on it, and put it under the WCW, the ESPN Plus banner, because like in the new world, I definitely think they brought back WCW. It'll have to be on like a big scale, but not so big where they're on like national TV on CBS. It'd be on like ESPN Plus. So that's kind of like a big place to have a defunct wrestling promotion come back on, I wouldn't think they'd be on like YouTube or anything like how NWA Power is. But yeah. So I'm just adding guys to the roster right now. Anybody watch a little bit of the Great American Bash yet? I'm only halfway through. Matches are pretty good overall. Like in the Wednesday Night Warfare, like just the Wednesday Night Wars, NXT and AEW have been tearing it up. They're both just great television, and one is better than the other, it's just phenomenal. Like one is just good, and then the other one is great, and it's just crazy to me. Wrestling's kind of getting to that point where we can watch interesting stuff on a daily basis. Not every Wednesday, you know. Not to say like the main stuff on WWE isn't great, because Drew right now as champion might be the best thing I've watched in a while. But it's definitely you can see the clear difference between Dynamite and Raw, especially once they got rid of Paul Heyman, or Paul Heyman quit. I don't think it's gonna be the same show as it was, because he was kind of putting over a lot of young guys I'm really huge fans of, like Liv Morgan, Apollo Crews. They're all people who I think benefited from having a guy like Paul Heyman at the helm to kind of write stories for him, you know. They benefited from that. And, you know, this pandemic era is weird to me. It's like really weird. Because like on top of a pandemic, we have people getting basically scumbags are getting called out, you know. The worst of the worst are getting called out for being terrible. And it's kind of crazy to me, because they're not necessarily guilty, but it's like a bunch of my favorite guys are basically no longer my favorite. Not Cedric Alexander, Velveteen Dream. Guy has all the talent in the world. They had to screw it up being a weirdo around children. Like, come on, man. You have charisma out the wazoo, bro. Like, I don't get why he's got his head together, like why people are into that. It's weird to me. And then like you see this stuff with guys like Matt Riddle. Of like all people, you're like, oh my god, Matt Riddle's like that? Because Matt Riddle hasn't been fired yet, but I don't think he is gonna be fired, because I don't think per se his stuff is like, I guess because the guys who have been fired, I think WWE wouldn't fire them simply without like evidence or something, like they haven't talked to them. I would think they would do something like that before, you know, just going to fire the guys. So I definitely think if like guys have been released from the company, there was enough evidence to say, oh yeah, you're bad people, you shouldn't, you know, be here, you know, you shouldn't be able to excuse me, you shouldn't have a spot. And then there was like speculation that UK would just be shut down because a bunch of the guys from UK were just getting kicked. UK wrestling scene, from what I've heard, is just terrible based off of these stories. Devlin's gotten the boot. Coffee's gotten the boot. Travis Banks. It's just guys who have all the talent, but you know they're assholes behind the scenes, so they gotta get released. And I wish it wasn't that way, but that's just kind of how it has to be. Because you know we're getting to this new point in the wrestling where guys, if they're terrible, we can call out for it. Like Tessa Blanchard just got fired from Impact, being basically, you know, being really arrogant. I think they should have fired her a long time ago. That's just me. Because, you know, the thing with her spitting on somebody and calling them the N-word, it was like, there was multiple people to back it up. It wasn't like one of those things where it was just like somebody accused her of it, but like multiple people backed up her story, and it was like, and then they put the belt on her, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I don't think Impact should have put the belt on a woman in the first place. It's not like a thing of, oh, I'm sexist or anything. That's just kind of how I think belts should work. There should be two. to like they should be stated. Oh, this is the men's belt. This is the women's belt. This is the intergender belt. If you want to do that, because realistically, in other pro sports like shoot sports, you would never see something like that occur. Because you would never see Conor McGregor take on Ronda Rousey because it's a man and a woman, and that's just how divisions kind of work. And that's just my 2 cents on that. Other stuff that's going on in wrestling that I'm enjoying. Oh, Roman Reigns. I want to have a conversation about that guy. Roman Reigns, from like all the things I've heard right now from these from him at home, it's kind of been interesting to hear his kind of thought on it. Because the absence of Roman Reigns has made me think and appreciate the guy. As him not being here, it's kind of a hole there. There's a hole in SmackDown's division. SmackDown's a weird show right now. Braun is champion, which I was for at first, but they're not really doing anything interesting with him. It kind of just happened. They had him basically squash two guys who I could legitimately see holding that belt. I feel like a long time ago they should have gave Miz that belt, but I guess they didn't want to pull the trigger on him. I feel like one day he's gonna get the belt, like way down the road. It's just like a thank you for being so loyal. I thought that would happen with Zack Ryder before they released him, but yeah, it's just kind of what I see. But the Intercontinental division on SmackDown might be the best thing I've seen in a while. Like having AJ as the champion, that's dope. Yeah, he put on that classic with Bryan, and then he put on a decent match with Matt Riddle. I'm just like, okay, everything in that division is just dope. Everything's cool to watch. Every match is pretty good. High quality wrestling. I'm enjoying it. That's a huge part of SmackDown I'm enjoying. Oh yeah, Otis holding that Money in the Bank briefcase. Keep that on him until fans return, because the pop when he wins that belt is gonna be different. It's gonna hit so different. Otis has so much charisma that's just understated that they haven't tapped into. And when he finally wins that belt, and they just have him go off, have him start talking like he does. You're seeing other stuff he does, like he did that. I saw that interview he did with Dead Meat, and it was pretty good. That was like one of the few. Well, it was good. Granted, all things considered, Baron Corbin was on there too. Baron Corbin was good, but he wasn't Otis good. Otis was fire. Like that's a talent right there. He puts on great matches. He can put on a good match. I've seen him do it before. If you've seen that match against him and Tommaso Ciampa, magic right there. That's a dope match right there. It's a perfect example of with like people understanding like his talents. Show him that match, Okay. So let me start assignment our women's wrestlers. So pay-per-views I had planned. I have a rotation of pay-per-views because I did a bunch of pay-per-views. I definitely might show off some arenas in this. I have no clue. It depends how I'm feeling. They need to bring back where you could sort by women. It'll make this so much easier. Oh, Candice LeRae. So yeah. So I'm on Monday. I'm gonna be starting my first week of practice, and it's gonna be different. It's gonna hit different. It's gonna definitely hit different. I've been working out in a long time. Like yeah, I've worked out, but it isn't. I haven't gotten like the regiment, where I feel like I've put in the work. Hopefully, you know, hopefully it'll give me my fix. I've kind of been itching for all this time cooped up in the house. Oh, excuse me. Whew. I'll be right back. I need some water. My voice is terrible without water. You say the kiss. I'm back and I am better. So let's keep on adding people to the roster right here. Speaking of, I forgot what I was talking about. Quarantine. I've kind of quarantine. I have had time to do so many things. I did this little project called the WCW on ESPN Plus project. Hit up my Reddit /King_AD. There is where you can find like all the stuff I've created with this project. Yeah, like I've seen people kind of go hard in the paint, creating dope stuff while in quarantine. Oh god, shit. Filth. Alright, that is the roster. I'm gonna edit divisions later. But let's go ahead and get our minor show in here. Let's go down here. There's Thunder. Y'all just heard that go off. That's my phone. So, should I go set up pay-per-views or go edit belts? I'm gonna go ahead and edit belts right now. Yeah, I kind of hate that that's all black, I might just change the material to leather, but then it loses like that, that smooth, it loses, it becomes less smooth. I can put leather, but, because it'll give me a darker black, but then let's see, kind of has like that gray hue to it. I guess I can go with that, Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. Go back to universe mode here. We won't be able to get into fun stuff until probably an hour or so from now. Yeah, it has the roster, okay. So I'm gonna start assigning pay-per-views. So I like having my pay-per-views at the end of the month. CAM Boreet. Wrestling Boreet. June. Wrestle War. I might add some special edition pay-per-views like Super Show and When Worlds Collide, but the thing is with those shows I gotta download extra stuff like AAA guys and New Japan guys. That'd be the only problem about hosting the shows. I host. I'll do it if people want to see it. God. My time. So it's just SummerSlam, right? I can hear, but I don't know if y'all can. I'm just gonna turn it off, just to be safe. What? I doubt it's on there. I can check on the stream myself. I'm just gonna mute my microphone real quick. Right. Yeah, it's a great thing 2K does. WWE does, it blocks all of the music so you don't get copyright claim, which is dope. I think more games should do that. Look, I didn't mean to do that. I did it again. I'm stupid. It's real well where it's at. So I wonder how people feel about WWE kind of bringing back old pay-per-views. I think it's good as long as they kind of respect it. Don't disrespect it like they did with Starrcade. Just make it a glorified house show, which is just like what, like I don't get the point of that. Like why wouldn't you just, if you're gonna do that, why not make it a takeover style show? Make Starrcade like NXT's WrestleMania instead of just kind of messing with the name of Starrcade by making it. This is like random event that happens. I don't even know when it happens. I forget. And WWE with pay-per-views, I think they can be way more creative. Instead of calling them the pay-per-view Extreme Rules, you could give it a new name and have it be like a throwback to ECW, but put it in the Hammerstein Ballroom or back to WCW. Do something interesting with it instead of just having like the stipulation as the pay-per-view name. If the show is still the pay-per-view, but it's instead of being generic and just be called, I forget which, instead of it being called TLC, it's just called Internment, and then like they have like all just TLC matches, but then it's like the pay-per-view is not themed around it, you know what I mean? So things are a little bit more, a little bit more creative. So we're gonna have to do World War III right here. I definitely, in the next game, 2K22 or 2K21, I really hope people, we get some different match tapes, like unique match tapes, like World War III. Stuff like be able to have the Elimination Chamber in any arena. Like I don't get what's the point of that in the Royal Rumble. Those two matches in whatever arena. So like people aren't restricted. I mean, granted, you can do that on the newer game. I think 20. But I think that's only in there because it's a older version of the. It's an older version of 2K. It's an updated version of 2K18. Because they removed the feature in 19. I guess because they wanted to update they wanted to update the Elimination Chamber, and I guess it didn't work with Universe Mode or whatever. I don't know why they did it like that. Speaking of, I was talking about earlier custom pay-per-views. Pay-per-views just being more interesting than what's planned. Like, bring back some older pay-per-views that are just, haven't happened in a long time. Like, why is there just only one Great Balls of Fire? Even though, like, that sounds like a terrible name. But, like, some posters I've seen of it had it like this is a Western thing, and I was like, oh, that's dope. I messed with, Spring Stampede. That's kind of, I like how over the top the scenery is. I like over top arenas. I wish we could kind of get more over the top with our arenas in 2K, have a little more freedom there. But yeah, just kind of go all out with it. Bring back, like have a, just go all out with it. New arenas. I definitely think the SmackDown stage before quarantine is it might be, it's beautiful. That's a stage that somebody took time to design. Raw stage too. They're both interesting to look at and something different. Especially that half pipe stage that they use, which I think is the best thing they've ever done. Especially when Kevin Owens jumped off of it. Because that made the thing kind of come alive. I might replace Clash of Champions or Slumber with the Great American Bash, I'm thinking. Like, you see the thing like Clash of Champions? Like WWE brought that back and made it a decent pay-per-view. Like, have all the belts on the line, you know, instead of, you know, just making it some house show. Like, I still don't get why they did that. Imagine if like WCW won, and then they just made WrestleMania a house show. Like, what? It's so stupid. So once I get all these arenas set up, I'm gonna get tagged. I don't know. I don't know. So I might just do belt. I might just go ahead and start the tournaments, the crown champions, to kind of break up the monotony. Monotony. Fuck, I can't talk. I'm gonna go with Great American Bash. I might just switch out. Okay, boom. So those are the shows I got locked in right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead exit tournament and go to new whatever championship. I gotta go back and vacate the belt. There was some like fantasy booking I was doing in my head. And vacate all the belts. So is it nobody's champion? Vacant's out here just collecting bodies with all the belts he owns. Oh, this was a tournament I did for my car. My car series. I might do something with that and, you know, feature some stuff with content with that. So there's you know, we're gonna save the best for last. We're gonna save that tournament for last. We're gonna go ahead and crown our cruiserweight champion. Because I want to show off the Eddie Guerrero Cruiserweight Invitational Arena. Where's the Cruiserweight belt? Can't find the Cruiserweight belt. There it goes. You know, I honestly don't know what would be best. I'm gonna keep damage retention on. Pack. Pack versus Brian Kendrick in the first round. Two old legends go at it. Leo Rush, have him take on Mysterio. Give him one of those. Let's go with Kenta. I'm gonna debut. He's gonna take that title off whoever wins this tournament later. Oof. Okay, I gotta think. Here. On the spot. Well, my cruiserweight division should be competing. Oh, Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate. That should always just be the match. If they're in a tournament, they have to just face each other, either in the finals, opening, some way, somehow. Get those two guys in the rings. They're gonna burn down the house. Mia Rush, Pete Dunne, Tony. I'm gonna go with Nice. Just because I like Nice. So I'm just gonna randomize. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna play Bates versus Pete Dunne. So I'm just gonna. Any meaning my emo catch attack bites to if he hot. Any meaning mighty mo catch attacker bites to if he holla let him go. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna make sure I have my settings right. Have my HUD on. Play with reversal limit off. Alright, boom. First match of the tournament, we're gonna go Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I'm gonna play years of these matches. I'm just gonna randomize, and whoever I get, I'm gonna try my best to win. Or lose, it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go Pete Dunne. Momentum on slow. I'm gonna go with normal, just so matches aren't a slog to get through. So like the biggest thing biggest post I have ever had from on Reddit for this project, the WCW on ESPN Plus project, which is just my universe mode. It was a Cruiserweight Invitational because it's an interesting idea. I definitely see why people liked it. Because that's kind of that's just one of those events. If it happened in real life, people would be all over it. Pete Dunne, here we go. I'm going to skip entrances. I'm gonna kind of let them get obliterated by the computer, so I get embarrassed on stream. Trying to talk and play might be the hardest thing. Oh, shit, Tyler Bates already got his move set up there. Let's come with this irate. I don't know how Tyler Bates' momentum moved up that quicker. Oh, shit. I think. I definitely. I know I want to. With this thing, I might give some insider stuff on storylines I had planned. That might just not look as good because they're in universe now. Storylines with guys, tag teams. I got some matches prepared for Starcade, but all streams are gonna be unlisted after the fact. So I'm gonna make a thumbnail and then put that up there. So channel has some uniformity. There we go, got a pinfall right there. Oh yeah, that's beautiful right there. So I'm not gonna tell y'all who I think I want to win the tournament. Just gonna kind of play matches how they go. Tyler Bate momentum is definitely higher than mine. I don't know. in the quarantine. The quarantine and stuff. I've been playing like a lot of. Oh my god, is this gonna be a squash match? Nope, none of my works. Pen right there, right? Put him away, coach. Oh, and he kicked out, man. Come on, he's just burying my finish. Bitter and 1, 2. Oh my god, he kicked out. What a madman. I'm definitely, sometimes during matches, I will, because I finisher straight, I'm maxed out. My sliders are kind of weird. I want to do different sliders so I can get some more realistic matches to record. There's PWG sliders out there and turn finisher strength down to like 25. Just have guys kicking out of Canadian destroyers, or kicking out of Panama Sunrise. Oh my god. The roll-up win. B-Dub's going on to the next round. Of course, you don't hear it in commentary because I turned that whack shit off. So winning off a roll-up, I don't want to do that every time. I'm not a roll-up spammer. I don't want people to get that idea at all.
Here is your winner, Pete Dunne.
I love the animation when you get a roll-up because it's realistic. Let's see the next match. Next match, I'll definitely try harder to put on a better match. Set of roll-ups. I'm gonna do Pac and Kendrick. You know what? I'm gonna do Pac now. Come on, Pac. Okay. This Pac call is of course by the amazing creator out there, Defract. Dude's dope. Probably like best creator on PlayStation 4. It's him, Nick Breaker, a bunch of other guys that are good at creations. I forgot exactly. Reedy's dope. Have you said, like, if you play 2K20, for the very few who do, he made like the dopest CM Punk car I've ever seen. Like, it looks better than the in-game guys. It looks better than any CM Punk model I've seen before. Am I gonna have to close out stream? I'm just gonna let this sit here for a while. Let that load up. It's probably gonna load up a bunch of stuff because, you know, I'm gonna check my phone while I wait.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring
that beautiful Pac
from
car right there.
Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 100.
not want this to be a squash match. I just have to move the difficulty or change my sliders to the default. I fucking love that animation. Makes sequences so much better. I love, you know. It's not like people suggested before, like a spot setter. But like you got the ability to set up spots. Cause sometimes when you're trying to like do cool things in a match, the CPU just kind of doesn't go along with it, as it should. Boom, let's go through. But the CPU, if you like pull out a flaming table and you're trying to get some high quality hardcore action going on, pause. You have to do a lot to kind of get the spot set up. AB's over, he's just set up the flaming table and a triangle. And the guy, you know, if you have like 2-story punishers, you can go ahead and do it. I have kind of learned to both pop. Definitely when I'm controlling it. When I'm controlling Pac, I let him basically murder everybody in a match. Unless he's in a match, if he's in the cruiserweight division, he's jacked 205 pounds and under. A jacked behemoth of man, you know? Just watching like Neville's transformation over the years, it's probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Going from like this white meat baby face in NXT to basically a killer in the cruiserweight division. It's dope. And then like you see him in Indies just doing like these crazy things. I saw like this picture of like him just scaring the fuck out of the kid, and I'm just like, I'm here for it. You know, it's only one of the few people who's kind of keeping up that heel persona. And then like you go back and watch the stuff with you know, King of the Cruiserweights, pre-pack stuff. I saw him up, down, and it's like surreal because nowadays he's kind of just this beast. Shit, I'm getting my ass kicked right here. Where's that? Shit. Oh shit, that's not it. That is a half. That'll be like a variation of it. So after this tournament, I'm trying to cruiserweight champion. I'm not going back into another cruiserweight title, another championship tournament. I'm going to get back into some setup stuff. I just did this kind of bring up the monotony. I think I get him to tap. Oh, yep, I got that little bead. Oh, I almost had it. I'm good. Oh god, my controller just killed me. Died on me. Give me a second. Technical difficulties right here. I'm gonna disconnect my I don't even know if they can hear me anymore. I'm just gonna see if the stream can pick up on that sound. There's like this little vibrating sound because I plugged it in my laptop next to me. I'm feeling like, oh, that sounds horrible. I just think I won't be able to hear in-game audio. Oh god, oh god. I'm just gonna do settings right now. So people don't hear the audio. I'm just gonna let the controller charge up while I kind of just do my shit. I won't be able to hear any in-game audio while this is going on. And vibrations either. Don't tap up some more. The match was probably pretty good besides the chassis. Game difficulties. They should charge your controllers before you start streaming. Back to 10. Oh, here we go. Yes, we're getting it done already. So I get this right arrow off for CPRs versus top moves. Here we go. That's it right there. 2, 3. There we go. The game gave me a 5 out of 5 in the match, but I think that was a top tier match right there. Look at that right there.
Here is your winner.
Even with the technical difficulties, I picked up the win, so it's all good. So going on to the next round, we got Pac versus Pete Dunne, which should be entertaining if it happened. Oh no, wait, no. The winner of Mysterio or Rush. Let's go ahead. Any, meeny, mighty, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. Iffy, hollers, let him go. Any, meeny, mighty, mo. Ooh. Well, Rey Mysterio. See how interesting the match we can put on with this guy. Speaking of Leo Rush, you know, I've seen some of the stuff he's been going off on Twitter, Instagram. Kind of back to his old self, which is weird. I had to give you a career to destroy me. I'm looking for the hole, that's what she said. Just gonna make sure my output settings are in order. Yeah, the thing about Leo Rush is the guy has like super talented. He just got attitude. I both get it and I don't get it. Like dude was at WrestleMania last year, Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. Like that's a good thing. He was almost gonna win the Intercontinental title.
And his opponent.
Man, WrestleMania 35 was crazy, man. Go ahead and start the. Oh. Hold up, no. We're in blood. Not doing that. Hey, that was beautiful. There you go. Pull out the Eddie taunts. My bad, I'm kind of been talking. Just a little bit right now. I might retitle this and kind of just split these in episodes, you know. definitely getting a little sleepy right here. Just doing this match and my voice is getting strained a little bit. Gotta get used to streaming. Rough bump. You know what? That's what this match needs. Old school Eddie Guerrero chair. Chair spot. Oh god, it worked. A old school chair shot at work, but gave him concussion. And Mysterio using some nefarious tactics to get the win.
Here is your winner.
I'm most definitely get the breakout time. You get 6'9" in for the one time. Don't worry about Leroy Rush. He's got some. I got some things planned for him. Let that load up right there. I'm just gonna sit here, take a little break. Definitely after the Sunday, I'm gonna stop streaming to retitle this, and we're gonna do another episode probably next Monday night.
The following contest is a championship tournament semi-finals match. Making his way to the ring from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, Pete Dunne.
Now it's mine, I won't let go. That's because it has an underrated theme. It's like catchy. Like if that was a full song, I'd listen to it.
And his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric Alexander.
I'm gonna pick this up later. This has been the stream right here. I didn't want to, cause I'm really definitely tired. I didn't think I was this tired. I'm gonna KO. But come back for the stream. We're gonna finish this tournament up, finishing up, setting up universe mode, getting it ready for daily streams. Check out my Twitter at King_Davis_DSN if you want any commissions. I'm definitely gonna do live streaming some commission streams. I'll be doing stuff for people. Without that, check out my Instagram at King_Davis Designs too. Those are just places you can reach me right now. Those are the de facto places of all my content. Also, at the r/WWE Games subreddit, it's dope. A place with tons of creators, tons of cool people. Yeah, but that next stream I'm gonna try to actually not be so tired and record a little bit more. Thank you for watching for those who did, and I'll see y'all later.